I get lost in your words. It feels so good when I'm hurt. Takes my mind off of the pain. Loves when the beat takes me away with only good music. Oh, 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 with only good music. Something about the things you said stays in my mind. Makes me wanna sit down and listen to you. I listen all night.
Well, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you, wherever you are listening in this world. Welcome to another session of Healing Through Hurt iTalk Radio on this January the 24th of 2025. I am your host, C. Maria Wall, a.k.a. the voice of relationship recovery and shero and mediator right here at our ground zero. As always, when we're at ground zero, we're not at rock bottom. We're only on solid ground. So, after our good music, prepare to dig in deeply and propel yourselves to new heights while you enjoy some good discussion and hopefully you experience some good vibes. I'll see you back here soon.
I tell Rihanna, please don't stop the music. Cologne strum my pain with the fingers. I could really use it. Quiet storms full of purple rain. My Sharia more lovely as a summer's day. I'll let the whispers follow Marvin Gaye in my headphones till the music starts to fade away. I give away my brown sugar for a bit of pop. If love really was a bullet, I'd have took the shot. Yeah. Now would you buy me a drink just to take me home? Put your game in a song just to make me moan. I like my Robin Thicke, me alone. A thug album, triple shots, that's a trace. I get lost in your words. It feels so good when I'm hurt. Takes my mind off of the pain. Loves when the beat takes me away with only good music. Oh, 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 with only good music.
Hello, welcome back to Healing Through Hurt iTalk Radio. As I said earlier, I am your host, C. Maria Wall, a.k.a. the voice of relationship recovery and the mediator and shero right here at our ground zero. How are you feeling? If you are within the sound of my voice, I want to know, how are you feeling? Especially those of you who are listening here in the United States. We all know that there's a lot of changes going on, and so many of us, we were in a place of uncertainty before, and now it's even worse for some of us. Not all, but for a vast majority of us. So today our topic is all about F-A-M-I-L-I-A-R. Now, some of you may say, well, you just spelled familiar. Well, the definition of familiar is well known from long or close associations. And as a noun, a familiar could also be a demon supposedly attending and obeying a witch, often said to assume the form of some type of animal. Okay? So today it's all about family relations. or better yet, those relations that fall apart. Today's topic and discussion is all about family liars. A lot of us have those family liars in our midst. I don't know where you live, but there's been many years on the local news where we might hear that there's a family gathering and people have honestly shot each other, hurt one another over a piece of chicken or something that is so trivial and unnecessary. Or how many of you have watched some of these syndicated talk shows where we see family members are sleeping with sisters and brothers and everyone else's partners, and all of a sudden there's fights and there's things of this nature. Well, this show is all about letting you know that sometimes family comes in different forms than a bloodstream, or better known as a DNA strand. Sometimes family are the people who are in our corners, who support us, who motivate and inspire us, those people who would never betray us in such ways. And I know that this is hitting home for so many of you. So before we go any further, some of you have sent me messages that the other day when I had out my tongue drum and we were doing the breathing exercises, that you found that to be calming and relaxing. So for this program, we're going to take a few moments to breathe. Okay? I want you to be in a lying or seated position because your eyes are going to be closed, and I don't want you to fall, lose your balance, or get hurt. But let's just breathe for a while. I know that there's a lot going on in the United States. I know that there may be a lot going on in your respective countries or where you are. But for a small moment, let's just take some time to breathe. So when you're ready, get in that lying or seated position. Let's inhale. Now exhale. One more time, inhale. Now exhale. Let's do that one more time together. Inhale. Now exhale. You can stay in your lying or seated positions if possible while we continue our discussion. You know, healing through hurt is all about turning tragedies to triumphs and pain to power and moving past our disappointments, our setbacks. We have so many programs that are geared towards that. We have the Focus 40 Global Chat Cafe that airs on Saturdays at 8 p.m. That's when I release the new episodes. Of course, we have this, our Healing Through Hurt iTalk Radio, that airs on Fridays at 8 p.m. And we have our Titanium Tidbits for the Morning Hum that airs at 8 a.m. on Sunday mornings. Each program brings a different message of motivation, inspiration, and I sincerely want you to find some hope in the words. That's what it's all about, us coming together, us sharing our stories, real people, real stories, real hurt, real healing. That's what Healing Through Hurt, iTalk Radio, the entire network is about. And just so you know, our programs and events are sponsored by the Wall Foundation Incorporated, which is an IRS approved and recognized 501c3 nonprofit. You can learn more about the foundation by going to our website at thewallfoundationinc.org. Let me say that again, thewallfoundationinc.org. And of course, if you do a web search for Healing Through Hurt iTalk Radio, we are syndicated on quite a few podcast platforms. You can find us on Amazon Audible, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, iHeartRadio, Geo7, Podcast Addict, Spotify, Spreaker, and YouTube Podcasts, just to name a few. We are everywhere. So if you do a web search for Healing Through Hurt iTalk Radio, you will find us on a platform somewhere. And we are the one and only and original Healing Through Hurt iTalk Radio. So make sure that you find us. We are, our icon has a butterfly on a pile of leaves. So you will definitely know that you have the right place. And if you want to reach us, our number is 202-618-2556. That's 202-618-2556. If you want to email us, email me personally at letsgrow@cmariawall.com. That's letsgrow@cmariawall.com. And on our website, there's also contact forms there that you can use to get in touch with us as well. I promise you that someone will get back to you as soon as we can. So back to our program for today. Family is more than a DNA strand. It's more than blood. For many of us, sometimes the people that hurt us the most are the people that we share DNA with. Seriously, sometimes the people that hurt us the most are the people that we share bloodlines with. You know, even if you're in business, they say never do business with family. Family always wants to get the discounts. They don't want to pay. They don't want to support if they can't get something for nothing. Not every family is this way, but many of us have experienced this type of abuse, heartache, and pain at some point in our lives. If you have those wonderful, beautiful, fantastic families, hey, I applaud you. Enjoy every moment. But for many of us, we feel as though we're out here alone, we're at rock bottom. And when you don't have family to depend on, who are you going to depend on? We'll do another show about friends. How many of us have them? How many of us have let some go? We'll do another show about that as well. And I don't want you to think that the only person that you have to depend on is the person that you see in the mirror. So many people that I have met on social media alone or former show guests became friends. And those friends became like family. And that doesn't mean that these people will be in your life forever. Some are there for a reason, a season, and some are for that lifetime. But not everyone is meant to stay, because as we evolve, as we grow, some people don't grow with us. Some people like staying in the ground that they are in, while you are moving to new fertile ground so that you can get stronger, get more nutrients, get whatever you need in the form of resources or self-respect, self-help, self-esteem growth, so that you can move on. And some people are not there. So they were there for that season or reason. And sometimes you meet people where they are, and sometimes you leave them where they are. And that includes family. But family is so much bigger than a DNA strand. I have people in this world who I call them auntie and cousins, and we don't have any known DNA connections whatsoever. But they're the people who were there for me when I needed someone the most. You have these inexperienced experts and these religious gurus and other people say, they family, you supposed to do this and you. When their lives aren't in order, or a month, a day, a year down the road, some figures you see, Oh, now your dirt is coming to life. Are you kidding me? And you told me to do XYZ when you're not even doing it yourself. Or you are the same perpetrator that you're sending me back to in my life. You're that perpetrator in someone else's life. So this is the year of awakening. This is the year of enlightenment. This is the year of discernment. We have to know and decide and be strong enough to know when it's time for us to identify the problems and walk away from them. We have to be prepared for this. And for many of us, we can't do it alone. And that's where Healing Through Hurt, iTalk Radio comes in. That's where I'm here to help you. That's where any of our volunteers and staff are here to help you. That's what we're here for. We don't have to have known each other for a lifetime to recognize that we have walked the same paths or that we're walking the same paths. Your pain is real. My pain is real. Your struggle is real. My struggle is real. You have hopes and dreams and goals. I have hopes, dreams, and goals. I want to help you to reach everything that you aspire to reach. I want to help you get there. There's no competition, because one thing that I can tell you, trust and believe that there's room at the top for everyone. So I have these little moments of silence because I want you to sit back and think about what has been discussed up to this moment. And then I want you to decide, am I ready to move on? Is it time for me to reach out for help? Or am I just not there yet? And I like staying here in my familiar place. Because when we stay in that familiar place, it starts to convince us that we're not worthy, that we are not good enough, that we're not important, that we do not matter. That familiar place comes in many forms. It can manifest through the DNA strands. It can manifest through neighbors, friends, co-workers. You know, with everything going on in this country now, you know, with all of these new orders and things coming out, they're telling people to turn people in. In essence, turn against one another. Become the snitch. How many family members get mad on Tuesday and turn in a family member on Wednesday? How many co-workers will do it? How many friends will do it? But today it's all about knowing that the base is family. And if family betrays you, Lord knows everyone else will too. So you have to be prepared, and you have to have your eyes wide open, not wide shut to what's going on around you. You're not alone. You have a new auntie, new cousin, new bestie, new sister right here. I can be all of those things. You know how many blended families? I have a group that, because my family, we literally are family by marriages. Some of those marriages, many of them, are no longer intact. Some have remarried, and then the new spouses have become part of this perfect blend of people. And when we're together, you cannot tell that we're not there by blood. I have 5 grandchildren. One is by blood. The other 4 are through marriages. 3 girls from my former marriage. 1 son, the eldest, was my former daughter-in-law's child. Not with my son, but from a prior relationship. He's still my firstborn. And he's quick to tell you He's the firstborn, so he should get dibs on everything because he is the firstborn. There is no differentiation with my grandbabies, and nobody better not bother them because grandma will be right there. And in this current climate, they are targets all over the place. So I have to pray and stay vigilant and know that and hope that they stay safe in this new environment. So family doesn't necessarily mean DNA. And that goes through your mama, your papa, whomever. I haven't spoken to my mother in years because she's a narcissistic sociopath and she will never change. She was given more chances than enough. My father was absentee. He didn't even want any parts of her. And he had a whole entire other family that he took care of. And, you know, the kids grew up in that particular home. So with that said, listen, today is the first day of your new opportunities. Today is the first day of your new plan. Today is the first day that you can decide to do things differently. Is it going to be easy to walk away from family? No. Not in most cases. In some, you might be sick and tired of being sick and tired, so it might be a breeze. Even for me, when I finally decided that it was time to let my mother go, well, I've tried it several times in my life. The first couple times it was easy, but after her last little stunt, the first couple times it was really hard because I always heard her say, the Bible say you're supposed to honor your mother and your father. The Bible say this. It wasn't until I had a college professor who I became friends with after I was her student, where she explained to me when we were having a discussion that there's this thing called religious abuse, where people will use the Bible to their advantage. And we've seen that throughout history. But it hurts more when you have family members, especially a parent, who will use that to their advantage when you've grown up in a Bible Belt kind of family. So we're left with that feeling of despair sometimes. And we're left with that feeling of guilt. But when you get to that point, that's when you reach out. That's when you email. That's when you call. That's when you look for local resources that can help you. And sometimes, and some people may disagree with me on this, but sometimes your religious institutions may not be the best place to get that help. Because I know of too many people who went to their pastors and the pastors told them the Bible says this and the Bible says that and blah, 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 blah. And these people have gone back based on what they were told, and they are dead. They're not even just harmed or maimed or totally disabled. They are dead. So why did I say discernment? Know who you're getting advice from. You have people that will tell you, I wouldn't do this and I wouldn't do that. They've never experienced it. They don't know anything about it. But they're quick to tell you what they would do, and they want to see you do it. And then there's some people out here who want to see you fail. They want to see you miserable. They want to see you hurt. They want to see you crying. They want to see you unhappy. They want to see you unsuccessful. So what do? They're going to give you all of the advice that makes you fail. And somehow, in their twisted minds, they think that maybe that will make them feel better about themselves. And for some, maybe it does for a time. But those types of actions tend to catch up in the form of something called karma. So again, we're going to do some breathing. Then we're going to end as we began with Tori Lee's good music. I hope you enjoyed our discussion. If you're ready to reach out, feel free. I promise you someone will be there to grab your hand and lift you up. So until next time, I pray each and every one of you enough. I pray you enough sunshine to brighten your rainy days. I also pray you enough rain to make your gardens grow beautifully. I pray you enough smiles to turn the frown that you've been carrying around upside down. But most of all, I pray you enough strength and courage to face whatever may be at your door or coming your way from this very moment and beyond. So until next time, be well, be blessed. I'm C. Maria Wall, a.k.a. the voice of relationship recovery and mediating Shiro right here at our ground zero. And I want you to have the best day possible, even if you do not want to. I'll see you back here again tomorrow night at 8 p.m. for Focus 40 Global Chat Cafe. And tomorrow night's topic is, honey, that's a downgrade. So you don't want to miss that. So until next time, be well, be blessed. Hey, we're still here, we're still standing, and we're still walking this road together. Take care, everyone, and I will talk to you again soon.
I get lost in your words. It feels so good when I'm hurt. Takes my mind off of the pain. Loves when the beat takes me away with only good music. Oh, 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 with only good music. Something about the things you said stays in my mind. Makes me wanna sit down and listen to you. I listen all night. The melody, the arrangement makes my body go so crazy. I tap my feet, man, I love the beat. It's the way the music comes over me. The emotions I get, I won't fight. Sometimes the music is sure to make you cry and dry your eyes. You know when the music is away, you can hide for life. I get lost in your words. It feels so good when I'm hurt. Takes my mind off of the pain. Loves when the beat takes me away with only good music. Oh, 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 with only good music. I tell Rihanna, please don't stop the music. Cologne strum my pain with the fingers. I could really use it. Quiet storms full of purple rain. My Sharia more lovely as a summer's day. I'll let the whispers follow Marvin Gaye in my headphones till the music starts to fade away. I give away my brown sugar for a bit of pop. If love really was a bullet, I'd have took the shot. Yeah. Now would you buy me a drink just to take me home? Put your game in a song just to make me moan. I like my Robin Thicke, me alone. A thug album, triple shots, that's a trace. I get lost